Hello everyone, this is Dr. Cui. So in this video, I'd like to talk about what to do after receiving the interview. So first, after you get a message that you are invited to the interview, so congratulations, you are moving forward to the next step. So then I would suggest you to respond quickly and schedule the date for the interview as soon as possible, because most of the programs, their position slot is very limited, and you have to do it. You have to schedule it as soon as possible in case other people take the position. So so make sure that your cell phone or something that cell phone is always turned on and which can remind you to receive the message and in order to schedule the interview immediately after getting the invitation, and also put the most important interview in the middle of the interviews if you received multiple interviews, and because you will have enough time to practice. Um, for example, I just scheduled the interview from my favorite program in the middle of December, so I will have more time to practice, and and also I won't feel too exhausted after interview with other programs, and also do some research on the website and program. You need to know their location, SNA attractions. So all of these details actually are very useful during the interview. Some interviewers will ask you some question. How do you know our program? How do you know our city? So you can find out something that you can talk about. So do some research on the program, and also you need to know their clinical system, and each program actually have different clinical rotation system. You'd better to know that some program has a 4+1 system, like 4 weeks for on-floor rotation, the 1 week of clinical rotation. So it's better to know if any difference between this program and other programs, and find out so you can always find a question in it and also ask the program directors or other interviewers on those themes. And also you need to check the residence and to see that if anyone you know or from your home country or from your med school, you can always build a connection with them and try to contact with them if it's possible. And also you can tell the program director or the interviewer in the interview that you know this person, or the person came also comes from your home country or your med school, so they will know that, and that's a kind of a connection. And also pay attention to the time for the interview. Some program is east of the in the east, and some program in the middle of the US. So they have different time zones. So pay attention to it, and don't be late or too early for the interview. And pay attention to other activities like a game party, residence meeting, program introduction before, after the interview. Don't miss that. Those are also very important. So you never know what will be happen if you miss those activities. And also check interviewers' background, their clinical experience, publications, subspecialties, and you can always find an interesting topic after checking this information. For example, during my interview, one of my interviewer is a pulmonologist. So I just asked him, how can how can you treat the patient with um, pulmonary embolism with kidney dysfunction? So how do you make a diagnosis with those kind of patient, because those patients cannot tolerate the contrast due to the kidney dysfunction. So actually, that's a very interesting topic, and he talked a lot. So and also we reached an agreement how to make a diagnosis for those patients, how to treat those patients. So actually, you see that just try to find a topic, so initiate a very interesting topic after checking this information. And also send a thank you letter to each interviewer before interview. So let them know you first. Don't be shy to send those messages, and don't hesitate to send it. It doesn't hurt and it won't cause you a problem. Just say that thank you for being my interviewer. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future. So something like that. And also prepare for 1 to 2 specific questions for each interviewer. So those specific questions, for example, for the program director, you can ask them about the curriculum in their programs, and if any special training for the programs. So if you can meet the chair, you can definitely ask him about the opportunities or chances getting promotion after the training, and also is there any grant support for the program for the resident, because he's responsible for that part. And for the resident, you can ask him about the patient load, and also if any zebras, how many zebras you can see during the clinic rotation. So you can also design your questions based on each interviewer's background and position. And also adjust your schedule based on the time of your interview, because you don't want to wake up with a sleepy or very bad mood during the interview. So adjust your schedule, sleep a little early. If your interview is at like a 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. in your local time. For example, my interview is at 8 a.m. Eastern time, while I'm in the central time zone, the U.S. So I need to, so I adjust some time. I wake up at 6 a.m. and finish my, and then I just then I wait for another 1 hour for my interview at 7 a.m. Which is 8 a.m. in the Eastern time. And also check your internet speed. It's also very important, because if your internet speed is not stable, and it will be cut off in the middle, which is a very, very bad experience. So make sure that your internet is stable. If you're not sure, just go to your working place, working institution or university or a library or your friend's home, to where can give you a very stable internet connection. So always make sure that those small tiny details won't cause you problem. And also for the background, I would suggest use family photos or whiteboard on the background if you don't have a specific interesting things to show to the interviewer. If you do have some interesting things, like you are play very good at guitar or some pianos, you can definitely put those instrument at your background, or you can use if you win a medal of the competition, and also you can definitely put those stuff on the wall to show to the interviewer to initiate a very interesting topic. And also, I suggest you to warm up with 1 to 2 questions before the real interview in order to move your tongue, because people like me who are from the non-English speak country, we pronounce differently, and so we need to use some time to warm up our tongues before speaking fast. So that's why I would suggest you do that. Also, make your brain work more, make your brain start working after waking up. So that's all of my suggestions. And the key for here is try all your best to find a connection. So all of the work before the real interview. You just need to focus on those people who can help you in their program to find those people that can give you a good comments to the program director, and also try to find some reasons that you can persuade the interviewer you are fit for the program. For example, you think the city of the program, the city of the program, it's just like your hometown. The weather is like your hometown. The local food is like your hometown. So you can definitely see that the city is just like your second home in the US. So that's why you want to join their program. So that's actually a good reason. And also, definitely, I would say that you can put this reason at the last of the reason you want to choose that program. The first one definitely is you are pursuing for a program with who can offer you with a solid clinical training. So that's the most important reason. But you can always put this reason, like the city, like your hometown, as last to give you extra bonus. And also find a reason why you choose a program, as I mentioned, for the clinical training, for the research purpose, for the connections, for the people who know your research or you can collaborate with them, something like that. And also be friendly to everyone during the party, and ask some questions and try to get involved in their conversation in order to make sure that you are interested in their program, and you are a good team player, and you can work with those people. So as I mentioned, always prepare for the always get very well prepared before the real interview, and you will do very well during the interview. So good luck.